important item on tonight's agenda. The word is out already. Probably we've mentioned it a few times tonight that the contribution to Sliabh Luachra will be presented to the composer and fiddle player John Walsh, and we're delighted to have that occasion to acknowledge his contribution. So from Derry Gullen, contributing and working in the area of Sliabh Luachra music all his life, I'm going to leave the Master of Ceremonies over to distinguished broadcaster, musician and promoter of Sliabh Luachra for very many years, Peter Brown, and he will do the honours first. For me,
Thanks very much. It is an honour, and I must say, for some years, and this award has gone to many people who've deserved it, and everyone richly deserves it, but I've always thought that John Walsh is a man who deserves it. And the strange thing about this, if you bear with me, that when I worked in RT, I was at the very start of making programmes, so you started with nothing and you made them, and then they went to various stages like the continuity switch at the switching centre. They were sent up to the transmitters in the mountain, and John worked for years in Malacanish, the transmitter. So in a strange way, I was at the very start, and he was the last person to see them go out on air. So it's a sort of a coincidence, but he's always a gentleman. His tunes, he was very modest today. If you saw him at the Sliabh Luachra concert, that he doesn't name them. He maybe doesn't know where they are, but they're beautiful tunes, and it's always a sign of a good composer when you don't know who wrote the tune, because it's travelled so far and wide that people just play it and they don't think of it. This was written by so-and-so. So he's a modest man, he's a lovely player. I heard him playing today with Raymond O'Sullivan, and he's richly deserving of this. So I'm delighted to be able to give it to John Walsh, and I congratulate you. Thinking originally of producing a CD of Padraig O'Keeffe's archive music and making programmes, it was actually John's idea, and he rang me with this a couple of times, and you won't mind me saying that you were persistent. From that, what? He had to be, yeah, because I wasn't taking the ball and running with it. But from that, these things happen coincidentally with the start of the festival, and to some degree, John's thoughts originally are the reason that we're all here tonight, and that of itself, apart from his music and his composition and his person, is a good enough reason to be here. So I'm just delighted for you, John, and I'm very happy with this.
Peter, and now John and his friends are going to entertain us with a few tunes, so please welcome to the stage Billy Kane, Eoin Stan O'Sullivan and Raymond O'Sullivan.
No, after all of that, before we get electrocuted, we'll play a few of the star attractions, compositions. We're going to start off with two of his tunes. One of them is called Daly's Mill, and the other one is called Mount Vara Bridge. They're both associated with the Brogeen River, which flows underneath John's house in Derrygallen. So we'll take off of those. We'll take a couple more of them after, because he's some lovely portraits. Right. I think we might as well continue with a couple more because his polkas are famous, really. And he has lots of other ones, waltzes and airs and things as well, but the polkas are really sort of taken not only the Sliabh area by storm, but the whole world really. They've been played from Japan and Tokyo and Moscow and all over the world. So we'll take up the board, you see. Now, they're known for having no names, but they actually have several names. Every one of them is about 10 different names, I'd say, but they're generally, the original names that he had in the beginning. They were from down around his own country, down around Derrygalla, and the river, the little Brogeen that flows beneath it. And one of them is, one that I can think of anyway, is of the two, these next two, I think. Now, maybe I might be putting the wrong name in them again, and causing some more confusion. But the first one that we play here, he calls it the daft truck. Now, the reason that he calls it that is that he was nearly blown off the road by a daft truck one day, and he realised that the tune that he was just after composing, that the first three notes of it were D-A-F. It really occurred to him, and he was looking at the juggernaut in his rearview mirror. And the second one, I think, is probably his most popular tune, and I won't try to name it because I think everybody plays it as a different name for it. And John is a man of few words. If I asked him what was the name of it, he wouldn't tell us anyway. Yeah, it's the Go Blochan. That's a duck spiel, and it's a sort of a cartographic thing. It's something you'll see in a map. Like if you look at the map of a sort of district down around Derrygalla, and it resembles the bill of a duck. So the second tune is called the Go Blochan, and remember that because it has about 100 other names. So we'll take off with the daft truck anyway. See where we go 3 times again.